back your homes, or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Game of Thrones covers a lot of material, and compared to the book series it's based on, it's only a fragment of what the whole story offers. It all takes place in the known world, a fictional fantasy planet that harbors the most entertaining and mythical life forms. While we rarely see life outside of the major characters in the show, there is much more happening in the world. One of the major things that takes place is out in the ocean. That's right, naval warfare that is so routine there could be a whole spin-off series just about the pirates who sail the seas. Imagine Pirates of the Caribbean on steroids. Now, just like our own planet, trading is a staple in the global network. Merchants of Westeros are able to trade goods with merchants of Essos, and vice versa. Sometimes we as fans get lost in the intriguing storylines to think about how everything works, but trust me, everyone is connected. I mean, even the Night's Watch have their own port where ships come in to transport cargo back and forth from different cities. Anyway, the main thing to know is if it weren't for great big ships sailing everywhere, the known world wouldn't nearly be what it is today. For instance, pirates monitor the narrow sea for large shipments of goods, and when they come across a small fleet of ships, they pounce like predators. They seize everything of value, including the ship itself, when necessary. These pirates dock at the free cities and quickly trade gold and silver for whatever consumable is on board. Hijacking a ship is one thing that never seems to fail pirate lords like Salladhor Saan, but sometimes the money is better to be a sell. A sell is just like a sell sword, except you're selling your services for your naval strength instead of just being a ground soldier. This is a great service to offer when you have a claimant to the Iron Throne and they need a naval fleet. The self-proclaimed king or queen can just pay a man like Salladhor Saan for support along with his 30 ships and crew. I bring up Salladhor's name because he is one of the only pirate lords we really learn about in the story. Well, him and Euron, of course. Just a quick rundown on Salladhor. He follows the money. He cares little about personal glory and promises, but instead responds well with a firm offer on the table for his services. He dresses in very expensive silks adorned with priceless gems and other valuables. In comparison to Euron Greyjoy, he looks like Joffrey compared to the Hound. Euron wears rags and tattered garments like traditional Ironborn, except for in the books, where he apparently has a suit of Valyrian steel armor that he found while sailing through every part of the world. That's one thing that we cannot forget about pirates. Chances are a pirate knows good intel on many untraveled nooks and crannies in the world. The story is yet to be finished, so we don't know exactly what we will see and learn about Euron, but I think that it would be really informative to sit him down and hear all about the places that he's been, like Valyria. I've always had the notion that there is much to uncover in the Smoking Ruins, more than just the grayscale infected that roam the area. This goes the same for places like the Basilisk Isles. Inside that group of islands, there is the Isle of Toads, which has an ancient toad statue that sits 40 feet high, and it's made out of a strange black stone. No one knows how it was created, and it's virtually been around forever. The people from those islands are said to have fish-like features as well. As a pirate who has traveled to these places, you would think that you would have a better sense of what the world was truly about. This is an interesting thought, that no matter how many books you read and how much education or money or power you have, unless you go out and see the world for yourself, your understanding of it may be very incorrect. Whether it's sightings of merlings in the water near Lannisport, or reports of ice dragons that dwarf the size of fire-breathing dragons in the Shivering Sea, sailors of all kinds change the scope of how the world is perceived, and it is my hope that we get to learn more information on the areas less traveled sometime in the future. Let me know your thoughts. As always, have a great day, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.